Hi everyone, my name is Bailey. I work for Devoted Creations. I am super excited for today because we're going to be going over all of our new 2021 products and a couple of our best sellers, and then we are also going to be going into a little bit of training tips, selling tips, and then all about our 5-star program as well. I've been with Devoted for a little bit over a year now, so I am definitely very familiar with all of our new products. I've actually got to see all of the creation of all of our new products this past year, and I'm really excited to share them with you guys and just go over all the exciting new things that we are coming up with right now. I just want to talk a little bit before we get into everything about Devoted Creations and what makes our company a little bit different. So we are just going to talk about that for a little bit. I am on a bit of a time restraint today. I only have about 45 minutes. So it will be just a little bit condensed, but we are going to try and run through everything and kind of cover all of our new products and all of our best sellers in the time that we have today. So let's start with what makes Devoted Creations different. So everything is actually done under one roof here at Devoted Creations. So whether that be from our lab is actually in-house, we have our whole graphics team is in-house, all of our product development is here, we do all of our invoicing, literally everything is done in one building, and then we have all of our couple warehouses right around us where everything is shipped from. So it's definitely very local and everything is done under one roof. We have been manufacturing for over 25 years now. So it has been definitely a long time that we have been in this industry. And obviously all of our concept and ideas all the way down to our final product is all done in-house. We are completely cruelty-free. And another thing that makes us really different than all of the brands is our first ingredient in all of our lotions is aloe. So the reason why that's really important is because aloe is even more hydrating than water. And in most ingredients, most brands, their first ingredient is going to be water, but where ours is actually aloe. So all of our products are just much more hydrating than other brands simply because our first ingredient is always going to be aloe and it's never going to be water. So let's start with our 2021 new products. So actually what we're going to be going into first is all of our mid-season launches. So that means that they launched earlier this year. So this is all of our mid-seasons that kind of launched in the middle of the pandemic, so they didn't really have their time to shine. So we're just going to be going over a couple of our mid-season launches, and then we're going to be going into all of our 2021 products. All right, so our first one is Opalescent. Opalescent, we wanted something that was going to be really girly, really fun. It definitely has like a more feminine perfume type scent. And it's actually a brand new formula. So Opalescent actually has our 4K blend formula. And the whole reason why we created this formula is because we wanted something to go along with all of the filters, no filter needed, that's kind of popular right now. So we created this new formula. It's really good for blurring all imperfections, smoothing out your skin, and kind of creating like a filter-like effect on your skin. It does also have a little bit of a skin luminizer in it as well. So it does give you a really nice healthy glow while it's smoothing out your skin and creating this nice airbrushed finish. It does have light diffusing micro pearls in it, and it does have an electrolyte cocktail. So it's really, really good for your skin, really hydrating, really nourishing as well. We do have a few new ingredients in it as well. We have our green clay. We have our bakuchiol oil, which is really good for cell turnover and creating, stimulating collagen. We also have obviously that luminizer in it. We have willow bark and witch hazel, which is really good for detoxifying the skin. Opalescent is also perfect because you can use it before you spray tan. So it's a really good double dip lotion as well because it does have that breathable silicone feel, but without the actual silicone, it's going to block off your skin. So it's really nice. I absolutely love Opalescent. It does not have any DHA or cosmetic color. It is a pure accelerator. This is it right here. So it's just going to be a pure accelerator. So it's going to come out completely pure white. All of our accelerators are just going to be pure white. And it just does have like an amazing feel to it. It's a brand new formula, and I definitely love Opalescent. Also, just so you guys know, all of our DC collection does have Body Fit, Fresh Tech, and then our Advanced Matrixyl Synth 6. So these are going to be found in any of these bottles right here. Those are DC Classic Collection. So you will be hearing me go over those with any of those bottles. So I just wanted to let you guys know that those will be in all of our bottles. The Body Fit is just going to reduce cellulite and restore firmness to your skin. Fresh Tech is really good at deodorizing your skin, so you don't have any of that after tan odor. And then Advanced Matrixyl Synth 6 is an anti-aging peptide that helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So this will be in all of those collection as well. So next up is going to be our DC Herbal Special Edition. So last year we actually came out with our CBD, it's not a special edition, it's just our regular one. And this is actually just going to be a pure accelerator. So we came out with this one, and then everybody wanted a little bit of an amped up version to this one. So we came out with our special edition. So special edition actually has DHA and cosmetic color in it as well. So it's going to be super dark. It's the perfect pair for this one, but it just is going to have a lot more CBD in it. So it actually has 1,000 milligrams of our CBD isolate in it, and it is really dark. It also has our photozymes in it, so it's perfect for any type of light therapy as well. And I would say that this is really good for pH balancing. It's great for anybody who has really sensitive skin or acne prone skin. It's going to be really nourishing to your skin, and it is definitely very detoxifying. So we always recommend this to anybody who has really sensitive skin and wants something that's going to detoxify and kind of clear out any inflammation or anything like that. It is really calming as well, just because of the CBD. So a lot of people have said that they do definitely feel like a little bit of a calming effect on their skin. And it does have tea tree oil, ginger root, and hyaluronic acid, which is also really good for your skin. So this is going to be really nourishing for your skin. It's going to obviously be very hydrating and detoxifying as well. And it also is really great for double dipping because it does balance your pH. So you always want to balance your pH before you spray tan. So if you ever wanted to use this, I would definitely say this one would be amazing for spray tan purposes because it's going to balance your pH, and then it also is really breathable. So it doesn't have any type of silicone in it. So this would be a perfect lotion for double dipping as well. And then the fragrance is Herbal Field, so it's really fresh fragrance. All right, so next up is Sugar and Suede. So this is actually our brand new moisturizer. We came out with this one last year for the winter time, and it actually has a 24-hour hydration system in it. It is super hydrating, and it smells amazing. I think that it smells like marshmallow and vanilla. It is extremely hydrating. It actually does have marshmallow extract in it as well, which is a very antioxidant rich free radical finding ingredient that we put in it. We also have vitamin C and sparkling plum antioxidants in it as well. It has white birch, which is one of our new ingredients from last year. It has that anti-aging and firming benefits in it as well. Cotton and rice extracts, which really soothes and softens your skin. And it's just a really great all-over moisturizer that's just really going to nourish your skin, hydrate it, and then also give it a lot of really good ingredients to treat your skin with all the antioxidants and nourishment that it needs. So I definitely recommend Sugar and Suede if you haven't tried it already. Definitely recommend just smelling it. It smells absolutely amazing. I love this one. And next, out of our Ed Hardy collection, we have Triple Black. So this is our newest, darkest lotion from this line. It's in one of these bottles right here, and it's gonna have DHA, natural, and cosmetic color. So it has all three, so it's gonna be really, really dark. I love tanning with this one because it gets me so dark in one session. It's going to have that instant color, and then it also has anti-orange technology as well. So it's not going to have any orange. It's not going to leave you orangey, streaky, anything like that. It gives you a really nice deep bronze color, and it is extremely firming to your skin. It does have that tattoo and color protection. So it does definitely prolong that color result that you're going to get out of this. It does have that quad tyrosine blend that all of these bottles have. They're going to have that quad tyrosine blend, just meaning that it has 4 different types of tyrosine in it, so that it really does speed up the tanning process, and it does prolong the tanning process as well. It does have natural oils and extracts that help penetrate your skin. It also has the blue tansy in it, which is what counteracts all those orange tones. It's that ingredient that we put in a lot of our lotions that really helps to counteract any orange tones that you might get. It has acai berry extracts in it, which is really antioxidant rich to fight free radical damage. And then it also obviously has that after tan odor eliminator. It has a really nice unisex fragrance. I like the smell of this one a lot. It definitely is. It's called Midnight Rush, but I would say it's like really unisexy and really strong and like feminine smelling. So yeah, that's Triple Black. And now we're going to get into our 2021 new lotions. All right, so our first one in our 2021 collection is Moroccan Midnight. So we last year we came out with a limited edition called Moroccan Nights, and everybody was absolutely obsessed with it. We decided to bring it back, but just a little bit twist on it. It's Moroccan Midnight, and it still has it smells exactly the same, has all the same ingredients. We just added a little bit more, and we just added a little bit of our new ingredients to it. So it is still DHA free. It doesn't have any DHA in it. It is a natural bronzer. So it does have argan oil and plum extracts in it as well. And it does have a little bit of cosmetic color, but it's definitely not very dark at all. It definitely just has that natural color in it, but it still gets you very dark. It just doesn't have any of that DHA or anything that's gonna have like that delayed color. So it has our caramel extracts in it, which is really nice. That's what the natural bronzing is. And we just upped it a little bit with this one. It also obviously has our argan oil. It has one of our new ingredients, which is actually plum oil, which is really nice because it hydrates your skin, but it doesn't leave any greasy film or anything. So it's just really nice and nourishing to your skin. Plum oil is actually found in a lot of new ingredients lately, so it's been pretty popular. We've been seeing it kind of pop up in the skincare industry. So we decided to start incorporating plum oil in a lot of our products, just because it is a really rich, nourishing oil that hasn't been really introduced in the tanning industry yet. So we decided to bring it in just because it is a really great ingredient. We do have that liquid glass, which is obviously really nice for fighting imperfections in your skin. So it's going to smooth out your skin really nicely. And it does have a really nice tan extending formula in it as well. Renovage, obviously, so it is going to be very anti-aging, and it's going to reduce any fine lines and wrinkles that you might have in your skin as well. Okay, now we have Filthy Rich. So this is now our newest bronzer, our newest darkest bronzer in our DC collection. So this is Filthy Rich right here. This one is absolutely amazing. It does have DHA, natural, and cosmetic color in it as well. So it's going to have all three. So it's going to be extremely dark. It does have that electrolyte cocktail, and it does have collagen enhancing formula. It is anti-orange, and it does have all three types of bronzers. So it will be, it's going to be a little bit darker than Black Velvet. We did want to amp it up a little bit. I would say that Filthy Rich, honestly, is a combination of Opalescent and Black Velvet. If you combine them, if they had a baby, it would be Filthy Rich. It has that 4K blend formula, so it does feel a lot like Opalescent. If you have felt Opalescent already, I would say the Filthy Rich feels and blends in like Opalescent, but it has the color and the deepness that our Black Velvet has. So it is just a little bit darker than Black Velvet, but it does definitely feel like Opalescent. And it does have that blurring imperfection quality that Opalescent does have. So it will blur out all of your imperfections and hydrate your skin like Opalescent. It does have that electrolyte cocktail, and then one of our new ingredients is actually sugarcane derived squalene. So that is going to provide you with really weightless hydration. So it's not going to weigh down your skin. It's really lightweight, but it's still really hydrating. We have seen this ingredient in a lot of new skincare as well. So we decided to start including sugarcane derived squalene in our new products as well. We have that vegan collagen, so it is a vegan version of collagen, which is really nice at strengthening and conditioning your skin. We did include that one as well. It has blue tansy, which is amazing for counteracting any orange tones that your skin might have. And then we have our charcoal extracts. We have our bakuchiol oil, which is obviously really great at stimulating collagen. And then it does have Body Fit, Fresh Checked, and Advanced Matricide Synth 6 in it as well. So it does have all those ingredients. This one is definitely packed with a lot of great skincare, and it is just super dark. So it's all around great product to have. All right, now we have White to Black Coconut. So this is another one of our brand new products in our White to Black collection. We didn't have anything that had coconut in it in our White to Black collection, so we decided to make a coconut product for our White to Black collection. This one is really nice. It does have DHA in it. It has DHA natural and cosmetic color. So it does have all those really dark bronzers in it. It has a new ingredient, cactus water, which is really high in antioxidants and vitamins and electrolytes, and it's really good for hydrating your skin and protecting against any sun damage or anti-aging. It does have coconut oil and extracts in it. Obviously, any of our coconut products, we like to include coconut ingredients in it. So we do have those oils and extracts in it that are really good at just softening and nourishing your skin. It does have blue tansy in it to counteract any orange tones. And then it also has our ALA technology in it, which is just going to prolong the life of your healthy skin cells. So it's going to give you a really nice youthful appearance. And then this one actually smells amazing. It smells like Waikiki Coconut from Bath and Body Works. So if you have smelled that candle or that fragrance, that's exactly what this smells like. And I love the smell of this. All right. Now we have Him Atlantic. So this is our brand new Him lotion. We wanted to do something that was blue toned. So we wanted to do something because we don't have any blue lotion in our Him line. So we decided that we wanted to do a color correcting bronzer in our Him Atlantic line. So it is a bronzer. It does have a little bit of DHA in it. I would say it's like a mid-level DHA. This is obviously not it. This is just an example that I'm holding. But I don't have Him Atlantic in front of me, but it is going to be a blue, it's going to be have blue color because it does have tiger grass in it, which is really good at counteracting any orange tones, and blue tansy. Those are the ingredients, the active ingredients that we always use to counteract any orange tones. It does have turmeric root extract in it as well. That is also one of our new ingredients that we did make. So this is going to have really nice anti-reddening properties, and then it also fights inflammation really well. We have that advanced matrixyl-Sin 6. We have shea butter in it, avocado extract, so it's going to be extremely moisturizing, extremely nourishing to your skin. And then we also have that vitamin C and E in it, which helps to protect against environmental damage as well. Most of our Him collection does have that tattoo protectant in it as well. So obviously men really do like that tattoo, because a lot of men usually have tattoos. They like that tattoo protectant. And then obviously it will have that Fresh Check and Sun Extend in it as well. Fresh Check is just going to be deodorizing, and then that Sun Extend is what is going to prolong the last of your tanning results. So it does have, the fragrance is Blue Waters. It's really masculine. I love it. It's really like a fresh masculine scent. So yeah, that is our Him Atlantic, our new Him lotion. And now our last one is going to be Brazilian browning butter. So this is Brazilian browning butter right here. This is our new one from our Tannovations collection. So this one is amazing because it's perfect for, I think of it like vacation in a bottle. I absolutely love it. I think it smells kind of like sunscreen, beachy. I love the smell of it. And it does have a lot of ingredients in it that's going to be super hydrating. It actually doesn't have any DHA in it, so it's going to be a natural bronzer. It's going to have that quad tyrosine blend that all of these lotion bottles have. It has coconut oil in it. It has guava extracts, which help fight the appearance of wrinkles. It's going to be super hydrating. It has that after tan odor eliminator in it as well. And it has a lot of different ingredients that are going to really hydrate your skin and just help with any type of inflammation that your skin may have, any type of anti-aging for wrinkles. It's absolutely amazing. I love this one. It really does lock in moisture, and it does also restore your skin's elasticity a lot, just because of all the natural ingredients that we do put in this one. And it definitely is just like vacation in a bottle. So I definitely recommend Brazilian browning butter. I love it. It's perfect for the beach, perfect for, you can use it indoor, outdoor, love it. And up next we have Coconut Creme. So this is our brand new moisturizer this year. We had a lotion a while ago called Creme, and it was a huge hit. It was a silicone-based moisturizer as well, and it was really fresh smelling, and everybody absolutely loved it because of the silicone base that it had. So we decided to make a new one called Coconut Creme. So we just put a little bit of a twist on it, and we put a little bit of a coconut fragrance to it. It still has definitely, I think that it smells like a fresh coconut, so it still has a little bit of a fresh scent, but it does have that coconut in it as well. So it has that silicone blend, which is really nice at reducing the look of your pores and imperfections. And it doesn't feel greasy at all. It just smooths over your skin, and it really does lock in moisture. I've been using this the past couple weeks, and I love it because it really does lock in moisture, and it helps prolong the look of your tan. So if you go tanning and you use this after, I definitely recommend using this after your tan, after a spray tan, anything like that, because it will lock in your tan, and it's going to just really deeply hydrate your skin. It does have coffee berry in it, which is a new ingredient as well, which is an antioxidant that helps neutralize free radical damage. It has cactus water, which is also a new ingredient, which is really high in antioxidants, vitamins, and electrolytes. So it's really great to keep your skin really hydrated and nourished. And then it also does have the silk proteins in it, which is new as well, which actually acts as a protective shield of hydration, and it holds in all moisture that your skin has, and it really does strengthen the barrier of your skin. So this is just all around a great moisturizer for just locking in moisture and prolonging your tanning results. I would definitely use this if you want to add on to any sales, if you want anybody comes in and they're looking for a really good moisturizer to take home. I would definitely use this one to, add on, and this is just a great addition to your tanning routine. All right, so now let's get into our 2020 best sellers. So these are lotions that we came out with obviously last year that have been doing really, really well. So I just wanted to go over a couple of these just to let you guys know which lotions have been doing really well on our end that we've seen have been performing amazing. So I just wanted to go over a few of these. So the first one that we're going to be going over is Fortune. So this one is our darkest bronzer in our Color Rush collection. It's called Fortune, and it is absolutely amazing. It has so many really great tanning ingredients in it. It is amazing for anti-aging. It has pH balancers. It is going to have DHA, natural, and cosmetic colors in it as well. And this does have our cashmere blend and C5 technology, which means it has that silicone feel, but it's not silicone. So you can use this to double dip. You can use this if you want to tan, then go into a spray tan booth after. You can definitely use this one just because it does have that C5 technology. So it is that breathable form of silicone. It does have those photosomes, so you can use it in red light therapy. It has pH stabilizers, which also makes it amazing for being spray tan friendly because it does balance the pH in your skin. It's going to have that charcoal extract. It has blue tansy, which fights against any orange tones, as you've heard in a couple of the other products. And it is just a really nice anti-aging, packed with skincare product. It smells like cashmere. I love the smell of it. So yes, that one is Fortune. It has been doing amazing lately. Everybody loves Fortune just because you do really get what you're paying for with this product because it is so high end and it does just have so many amazing ingredients in it that I definitely think that that's why it's been doing so well this past year. Next, we have Black Velvet. So this is Black Velvet right here. This one is like the sister to Filthy Rich. So Black Velvet is also going to be super dark. It does have DHA, natural, and cosmetic color in it as well. I would just say that this one is a little bit more mattifying. So it does definitely give your skin a more matte finish. It does have that anti-orange technology in it as well. It has that C5 technology, so it is definitely going to be very spray tan friendly as well. So it does have that silicone feel, but without the silicone. It has that charcoal extract, so it's going to be very detoxifying. It's going to absorb any excess oil in your skin. It has melatonin, which obviously just speeds up your melanin activity. So it enhances your pigmentation in your skin, so you're just going to get tan a lot faster. It has that tattoo and color fade protection, body fit, fresh check. So this one is also definitely just packed with a lot of skincare. This was our darkest bronzer before we came out with Filthy Rich, but I definitely do recommend this one. I love this. I would say that this one would be a little bit more spray tan friendly than Filthy Rich just because it does have that C5 technology in it. But yes, that is Black Velvet. Black Velvet did amazing last year as well. This was definitely one of the fan favorites in our DC line for any of our dark DHA lovers. They absolutely love this one. All right, so our next one is Indigo Illusion. So this is our, this is like the sister to Malibu. So we came out with this one because it is a blue bronzer, but it does have DHA in it. So obviously Malibu did not have DHA in it. So we wanted to come out with Indigo Illusion, who does have a blue hue, but it does have DHA. So it will give you that delayed color as well. It's amazing for color correcting. It is anti-orange technology. And then it does have collagen stimulators, and it does have a really nice antioxidant smoothie complex in it as well. It has the kukio oil, which was one of our new ingredients from last year. It has that superfood smoothie blend. Has blue tansy and tiger grass, which are perfect for counteracting any orange tones. So those are going to be our top ingredients, obviously, for counteracting orange tones. It does have that body fit, fresh check, and just a lot of really nice antioxidant rich ingredients. So the superfood smoothie blend that's actually in here is going to be strawberry, acai, dragon fruit, blueberry, and pomegranate. So all those fruits are actually in here. This is our superfood smoothie blend. So it's just going to be really nourishing to your skin. It has so many antioxidants, and it's just a really nice, nice formula for your skin. It's really nourishing and super, super hydrating. So that is Indigo Illusion. All right, so up next we have Neon Rose. So this is our natural bronzer in our DC collection. So it is streak-free, stain-free, and it does have a nice rose fragrance to it. I absolutely love this formula because it does have a little bit of shimmer to it as well. So it will give you a nice glow, and it is natural, so it's not gonna have any DHA, no delayed color in it. And then the base of this is actually a BB cream formula. So BB cream is really similar. I like to compare it to foundation. So it will give you a really nice airbrush look to your skin. It's going to fill in any imperfections, fine lines that you have. And then it's also going to give you a really nice matte, just completely perfected look to your skin. It does have, because we called it Neon Rose, we wanted to add some rose ingredients to it. So it does have rosehip seed oil in it. And then it also has Japanese rose, which is really nice at refining your pore size and boosting collagen as well. It has coconut oil in it, strawberry extract, and then it does have our rose bouquet blend, which is just going to fight any signs of wrinkles, sagging, dehydration in your skin. So it is going to be really nourishing and hydrating to your skin, as well as really luminizing and perfecting as well. So this is Neon Rose. And then next we have Turquoise Temptation. So this one is Turquoise Temptation right here. This is going to be an indoor-outdoor formula. It is a pure accelerator. So this is my go-to since last year. Every time that I go to the beach, every time I go to the pool, this is what I take because it is that pure accelerator, and it is really cooling. So it has cucumber and aloe in it. So it is going to be extremely cooling, and I love the feel of this. It is really pore tightening as well, and it does have a superfood smoothie blend. So it is going to be also nourishing, has so many antioxidants for your skin as well. It does have that bakuchio oil. It has C5 technology, which is perfect for, it is spray tan friendly. So you can use this in the bed, and then you can go spray tan after. So, or you could, put this on before you go into your spray tan, because it does have that C5 technology, which is basically just really breathable silicone feel. So it's going to be really lightweight, and it's really going to enhance your tanning results. It does have that cucumber and aloe, that superfood smoothie blend, Melotime, Body Fit, all of those ingredients are in here as well. And this is just a really nice go-to for indoor, outdoor. If you want something that's just gonna be a pure accelerator, doesn't have any DHA, no cosmetic color, this one would be your go-to. All right, and now we have our DC Accelerator. So this is this one right here. So DC Accelerator is amazing. This one has done so well this year because it is definitely very inexpensive, but it still is packed with really nice skincare ingredients as well. So it will get you obviously super dark, but it is going to be a little bit more inexpensive than all of our other tanning lotions. It has argan oil and vitamin A and E in it. It does maximize your skin results really well. So it will give you a really nice natural golden glow without the use of any self-tanning ingredients. So that means that it does not have any DHA in it at all. It doesn't have any DHA, it's just gonna have a little bit of natural color. So it does have Melotime in it, carrot and argan oil extracts in it as well, which is really just going to stimulate your melanin activity, and it's going to enhance the pigmentation in your skin. So it is extremely hydrating, and then it does obviously also have vitamin A and E, which is really great to repair dry and damaged skin. So this one is great. This one has been doing very well, along with our next one, which is Coco and Shea. Coco and Shea has done amazing this year just because it is such a simple product. It does not have too many ingredients in it where it's going to be really overwhelming to your skin. It's really simple, so it's great for anybody who has really sensitive skin just because it doesn't have that many ingredients in it. It's great for, it's just a daily moisturizer that you can use. It has cocoa and shea butters, which is really amazing for dry skin. And then it also has our vitamin E in it, which reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And it does help slow the aging process. So if anybody was looking for something that was really simple, just a really nice hydrating daily moisturizer, this one has been absolutely amazing. It's been doing so well this year, so I definitely recommend this one if you want a very inexpensive moisturizer that's still going to give you a lot of good ingredients and just hydrate your skin and nourish it. And then our last one this year is Maui Mood. So this is part of our Destinations collection from Ed Hardy. This is going to have all 3 bronzers in it as well. So it does have DHA, natural, and cosmetic color in it. It has a really fruity, nice fragrance. I love this one just because it does smell so fruity and so tropical, and it is also really dark. So it does have macadamia nut and coconut oil in it as well. So they are going to nourish your skin, soften, and replenish the skin for a lot of moisture. It does have those guava extracts in it, which is really rich in antioxidants, and it does help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It has starfruit in it, which actually is really good for skin conditioning, and it does help combat any blemishes that you have in your skin as well. It has Milano bronze and Malactiva in it, which is really nice for stimulating any melanin activity, and it helps to create a lot longer tanning results and instant tanning results as well. So I love Maui Mood. It's great if you want something that's really tropical, something that's super dark. This one has also been doing amazing this year. Okay, so now let's go into our tips for selling a tanning lotion. So I just want to go over a few things. Obviously, this year has been a little bit crazy, so I just want to talk about how we can upsell, what you should be doing to sell a lotion properly, and just a couple tips and tricks that I like to go by when selling a lotion. So these are just some basic points that I just wanted to go over. Obviously, the first one is just smile. Make sure that you're also selling yourself. So as soon as they come in, the first impression is so important. So just make sure that you're standing up front, you're making sure that you're smiling, because that's going to captivate them, and that those first couple seconds are what's going to keep them interested or not. And I always recommend our 80-20 rule, which basically means make sure that you're listening 80% at a time and talking 20% of the time. So let them talk, let them tell you exactly what they're looking for. This is what I always do. I always definitely ask more questions, get them talking, and find out what exactly they're interested in. Obviously, understand what motivates the other side, and then just keep it simple. So make sure that you're just keeping it simple, not not too much, just keeping it very simple and to the point. Okay, so a couple sales tips is make sure that what type of tanning product are you using today? That's definitely a question that I recommend asking, instead of asking like, hey, do you have a lotion? Don't ask any yes or no questions. I would definitely recommend asking, do you have, or what type of tanning lotion are you using today, so that they have to answer. And if they answer no, then that's whenever you can go into, okay, well, can I ask you why? And then that's whenever you're going to educate them, not alienate them. So obviously just say, okay, well, these are the reasons why you should be using a tanning lotion. It's going to speed up the tanning process. You don't want to be wasting money by not using a tanning lotion, because if you don't use a tanning lotion, it takes 7 minutes because your skin actually reflects UV light. This is whenever you start educating them on why you tan, so that they will want to buy a tanning lotion more than alienate them and making them seem like they don't know what they're talking about. So I definitely always do, I'm going to show you 2 products that I think would be great for you. So you're going to bring down 2 products, obviously, and then let them choose between the 2 products so that they have a choice, and it's not like a yes or no. So if you just bring down one, they can easily say, no, I don't want it. But if they have 2, then they can choose one, if that makes sense. So that's what I like to do. I like to always bring down 2, one a little bit higher end, one a little bit lower end, and then just, talk about them and truly explain the difference and what they're getting out of each lotion. So what I always like to do is do the name, category, and base. So for example, if I was pulling down Fortune, I would say this is Fortune. It has a cashmere blend. It has a cashmere blend, and then it's obviously a really dark DHA bronzer. So that's what I would say. Always make sure that you're going into those 3 so that it's a little bit clearer and easier for them to understand. So if they want an accelerator, you can explain that to them as well. Which one of these do you like? So obviously, personal statements and sales points. So say, oh my God, I used that one yesterday. It got me so dark. I'm still this dark today. So definitely make it personal. And that's a really nice way to connect with your clients as well. So ask for the sale. Okay, so this is going to be this is going to be $83 today. How would you like to buy this? Boom, you're asking for the sale, and you're not going to sabotage it and be like, so do you want to get it today? Always ask and tell them and say, just, how would you like to purchase it today? That's what I always like to do. It's really easy. And then do you want to go ahead and get that today? That's always what I say. Okay, so do you want to go ahead and get that today? Most common answer, 80% of the time, they're going to say yes. 10% of the time, they're going to say, how much is it? They're not going to like the price. They're going to say no. And then 10%, it's out of it. They're not going to buy lotion no matter what. So obviously, if you get the how much is it, they don't like the price, then that's why you pull down the little bit more expensive one. Then you can go down the line. Okay, well, then if we have DC Accelerator, this one's going to be a little bit more expensive. You're still selling a lotion at the end of the day. And now we have a list. I basically just put a list of everything that I just said. So just present 2 to 3 lotions. Conversation is key. Always be confident and enthusiastic, and then always ask open-ended questions. It's really important. All right, and then obviously men versus women. Men are definitely going to be a little bit different to sell to, I guess you could say. So with men, I definitely wouldn't recommend bringing down 2. They're going to be a little bit more basic, more to the point. You just bring out a hem bronzer, tell them why it's good, tell them how it feels, the smell, and then they'll buy it. Women are a little bit trickier. You definitely need to compare things a little bit more. They like what's trendy. They like, obviously, the packaging. Women are huge on, so they are going to be a little bit different. So just make sure that you do know your audience. All right, so now let's go into our 5-star program. So what brands are included in our 5-star program? So we have Devoted Creations, obviously, Tanivations, Super Sunnies, Lucasol, and Pods. So these are all the brands that would be included whenever you are in our 5-star program. So to start off, our 5-star program is like a handshake agreement. We definitely do not have any contracts or anything. We don't have anything that you have to sign to be in our program. We basically just, it's on a loyalty basis. So all that we ask from you is that you have 75% of our products in your store. We do not make you do 100% exclusive, simply because we let you have that extra 25% of other brands. Because if you have a product that's your #1 seller from another brand, we definitely don't want to take that away from you if that's a product that you sell really well. So we are okay, obviously, with you having 25% of other brands, but 75% we do ask is exclusively Devoted Creations and Tanivations. You definitely just have to also submit all of your purchases through an authorized Devoted Creations distributor. And then the minimum rebate has to be $75 at the end of the year. So after all the calculations have gone through and all the percentages, if it's less than $75 you'd be getting back, you would not get that. But obviously if it is over 75, you would be getting it. So this is just to get 6% back. But it can get up to 10% back, and I will be telling you the extra ways that you could be going up to 10%. So just by carrying 75% of our lotions in your salon and just having a Devoted Creations distributor, you automatically are getting 6% cash back at the end of the year. Now, in order to get an extra 2%, which would bump it up to 8% at the end of the year, all you need to do is advertise for us. Meaning, all you need to do is post on your social media, Devoted Creations, post on Instagram, Facebook, post on your website. Just make sure that our logo is somewhere on there, or our products, or something that says Devoted Creations is on any of those, and boom, you already got an extra 2%. You're already up to 8%. So that's a really, really easy way to get that extra 2%, to get up to 8%, literally just by posting on social media our products or our logo anywhere on your website. And then lastly, to get up to 10%, you just have to be exclusive with our eyewear and our Lucasol. So that means that you just exclusively have to buy all of our eyewear, which is obviously going to be Pods and Super Sunnies, and then exclusively buy all of our Lucasol. So this definitely is, this has to be 100%, and then this will bump you up to 10% total. So those are the only things that we require, and then once you get up to 10%, then that's your 10%, and then if you just have all those things, it's really easy to get. So yeah, I definitely recommend taking advantage of all of those. And then we are also the only company that still offers a bottle spiff. So on top of all the rebate percents that we're giving, we're also giving a bottle spiff. So that means for our Color Rush collection, which is all of these bottles, you get 75 cents per bottle. And then for our DC Classic, which is these bottles, you get 50 cents per bottle. Our Poly D, so any of our Poly D bottles, you're gonna get 25 cents. And then our Soho collection is our white to black. That's gonna be 20 cents per bottle. So we're gonna do that. So you're gonna get your bottle spiff plus your percent at the end of the year. So it equals out to be about, I think it's like 14% that you end up getting back. So definitely take advantage of that. Okay, and then we also will be sending you event kits whenever you have an event, literally anything. If you have an opening or any type of event that you have going on, email our support, email our distributor, send in an event kit. We will send you out event kits for any events that you have. And not to mention, you do get training as well. So you will get whatever trainings that you want, whether it be in-house or web trainings, just based on your request. So you can get in-store and interactive web trainings. We will do them whatever your salon needs. So if your salon says, hey, you know, these are the lotions that we sell, can you make sure that you touch on those lotions? We definitely will. So it will be customized to your salon for the web trainings and the in-salon trainings as well. All right. So that is it for today. Thank you, everybody. This was pre-recorded, so I will be doing a live Q&A right after this is over. But my name again is Bailey Johnson. I am a sales trainer, and my email is bailey@devotedcreations. So if you guys ever have any questions, definitely feel free to email me. Thank you so much, and I will be seeing you shortly.
Hi, everyone. Can everybody see me? I'm trying to figure this program out right now, but I just want to make sure everybody can see me and hear me as well. And I do have the questions on this phone right here, so give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, actually. Oh, it's in the chat. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I guess you guys can ask me questions in the chat box. I think that that's how it's going to work, because I do see the question from Barbara, or she said we can see and hear you. So if you guys have any questions, definitely just leave them in the chat box, and that's how it looks like I can answer them for you. Good. So if you guys, let's see, I don't know if it's just not updating or what's going on. Can everybody else chat in the chat box? Or is it, okay, perfect, got it. Yeah, so it looks like, so yeah, if you guys have any questions about those lotions, definitely let me know. If you want to know the prices or anything like that, I can definitely tell you. I have all of that right in front of me. Also, I am going to be picking one of you to win a complete launch kit for 2021. So any of you guys who are asking questions, I will be picking one of you to win that. How many ounces are in the bottles? That's a good question. Okay, let's do that. So in all of our Color Rush collection, they are 13.5 ounces. So this is going to be our most ounces. So this one's going to have 13.5 ounces in all of these. Oh, I thought that was Moroccan Midnight for a second. And then in our DC collection, these are all going to be 12.25. Let's see, all of our hem collection is 8.5. So that is all of these bottles are going to be 8.5 ounces. And then the white to black collection is also 8.5 ounces as well. And then all of our moisturizers are 18.25 ounces. Okay. Let's see. How do you get the products to sell after they've been sitting for a while? That's a good question. I would definitely recommend like bundling them together, like bringing two down, obviously, and just kind of letting us know, or just letting your client know the pros and cons between them all, and then putting them together. So like if it's a sugar and suede, or if it's a moisturizer, any type of like extending product, I would definitely recommend pairing them together and just saying that you can use both of them together and to extend the life of your tan. Do you have anything? It's hypoallergenic. Ooh, I don't think. The only hypoallergenic product that we really have is Flawless Perfection. This is actually going to be this is great for sensitive skin, and it doesn't have any fragrance, anything like that. So this would be a really good one that is hypoallergenic, but I wouldn't say that any of our new ones are. Let's see. The new lotions, 4 of them are available right now. The only ones that are not currently available are Moroccan Midnight and Him Atlantic. But everything else is available for purchase right now. Ooh, which Devoted product do I love best? Right now, my favorite is White to Black Coconut. I love this one just because I love the scent of it and it feels really nice. And I like anything with a lot of DHA. So I love White to Black Coconut. Oh, you said you're asking about why lotions are spray tan friendly. So a lot of the lotions have RC5 technology in it. So that's going to be like a silicone blend, but it's not silicone. So it's not going to like create a barrier on your skin. So it's really nice and breathable, and you can use that, and it is spray tan friendly. So any of our lotions that have that C5 technology is going to be perfect for you can use it in the bed and then spraying with it as well. Brazilian browning butter is a natural bronzer. It does not have any DHA in it. Oh. So it would be considered you said, is it a bronzer or intensifier? It would be an intensifier. Let's see. How do you think? Oh, to figure the price per session, I have all of those. Let's see if I actually have all of those. So basically, you're just going to divide the ounces by the price to find the cost per session. So like, for example, I can give you guys some of the cost per session. So for Moroccan Midnight, that one's going to be $4.22 per session. Filthy Rich would be $3.42 per session. Opalescent is $3.19. Him Atlantic is going to be $1.94. White to Black is $2.94. And Brazilian is going to be $2.15 per session. What lotion am I using the most out of right now? Definitely White to Black Coconut. I also do like Filthy Rich a lot because it gets me really dark in one session. What? Looking forward. Oh, thank you. Somebody said my color looks great. Thank you. I tanned with Filthy Rich yesterday. Moroccan Midnight and Moroccan Nights are super similar. The only thing that's different, and we added a little bit more skincare to it, and then we also added plum oil, which is one of our new ingredients. But they are really similar. They have the same scent, everything. Any DC lotion that contains caffeine. A lot of them contain caffeine. Just just email me and I'll send you the lotions that contain caffeine, but a lot of them do. Yes, we do have a lot of 2021 kits this year. So we have a few, and I can definitely send you the info on that as well. My email is Bailey@Devoted Creations, so I can send you all of that information. Let's see. Oh no, Him's not the only one with tattoo protection. Most of our lotions have the tattoo and color fade protection in them. Fair skin clients, I would recommend obviously any type of accelerators would be really good. Anything with Glutenzy to counteract redness would be really nice. I would definitely not start a really fair skin client off with something like Filthy Rich or something really dark with a lot of DHA in it. I would definitely stick to accelerators and natural bronzers for any fair skin clients, and anything that's blue tinted. So like Indigo Illusion would be perfect for somebody that's fair skin, or like Malibu, anything like that. The shelf life is 1 to 2 years. One to 2 years from opening the product. Are we coming out with minis? Possibly. The name of the hypoallergenic one is Flawless Perfection, and no, it does not have DHA in it. It's like a pure accelerator. And Peace and Harmony as well, which is this one right here. Okay. Is there a favorite for male clients? All of our Him collection, I would definitely say. Obviously, each one's going to be a little bit different, so just depending on your client, but I would definitely recommend all of our Him collection to male clients. Do you have a product? No, we don't have any new Tingle products this year, unfortunately. It's just because Fuel My Fire and all of those have been doing really well. So we just decided, but we do have the Tingle drops that you can add to any of our lotions. So somebody's asking for the difference between the Tannovations Destination collection and then the White to Black collection. So that's going to be these bottles, and then the Tannovations. Oh, Destination. So this is going to be all of our Destination bottles, and then these are going to be all the White to Black bottles. Let me see the difference in price. I'm pretty sure those are pretty similar in prices. So let me double check what the actual difference is. And I actually think that they're the same. Okay, so these are 11 ounces, and then our White to Black is 8.5 ounces. So you are getting a little bit more product in these. And let me see the difference in price. So then our White to Black is going to be $49.98. And our Destination collection. Oh, do I not have my move in this? Is 24 to 50? Oh, 42 to 50. It's $42 to $50. All right. So they are obviously going to be a little bit similar in price point. Oh, goodness. Do you have any suggestions? Any suggestions for employees that are shy about pushing for sales? I would definitely just recommend product knowledge. So definitely training on the products. The more that you know about them. And I would obviously recommend just knowing like the bases and just a couple points about each product so you make it really simple. And then obviously just like role play. So obviously just kind of practicing with each other will just make them more comfortable with talking about the products. Do I have a chart that lists ingredients for all lotions? Probably. I could definitely send that to you. Just email me, Bailey at Devoted Creations. We do have all of our fact sheets as well. Sorry, I'm new to spray tanning. So when using the, sorry, somebody said, I'm new to spray tanning. So when using the spray tan friendly lotions for double dip, would that be prior to spraying or after? Prior. So you would go into the bed and then you would go into the spray tan booth. You would go into the bed, use the lotion, and then go to spray. Okay. Let's see. Do you add the tingle drops to the whole bottle? Oh, this is a good question. They said, do you add the tingle drops to the whole bottle or just the lotion? So you only add the lotion in your hand. You put the amount of lotion that you want in your hand. You never add it to the full bottle. Let's see. The new white to black is coconut, and the fragrance is Wakiki coconut. It is a Bath and Body Works dupe, so if you guys have smelled that fragrance, it smells exactly the same. Okay. All right, so it looks like I am coming up on the end of the time, so I am gonna pick somebody from one of these comments right now. I'm literally just gonna scroll and put my finger on one of them, and then that person is who's going to win the 2021 launch package. I picked Kate Hogan. So Kate, if you are still on, message and say that you're still on, and we will send you one, and just email me at Bailey at Devoted Creations, and then I will send you one of our 2021 launch kits. Perfect. Okay. Yay. So yeah, just, all right. So just definitely send that. Let me look over these for just a second. But I do think that we are, oh, how much do you sell samples for on average? I have mine listed for $5. Ooh, like an average packet? Let's see how much they go up to. It looks like our Color Rush, it's gonna go up to like $5 to $12 usually. So 5 plus taxes. Pretty good. Okay, perfect. All right, well, definitely let me know if you have any other questions. But other than that, thank you, Ergoline, and thank everybody for joining me today. I hope that you learned a lot about our new lotions, and definitely email me if you have any other questions. I will be happy to send you more information about the lotions. So I'm gonna stick around for just a little bit longer, but other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me today.